Hi guys, Shalom, Roy here again. I know I look healthy, and a lot of people love to say, but you don't look sick, right? This annoying sentence that we keep on hearing, but I have tough days too. So as a matter of fact, I have to pick a perfect set of routines, and I have to keep a perfect set of balancing act to keep myself healthy. So I'm not a fraud, I'm not a phony. It's not like I'm acting like I'm okay, but I don't know if you heard about the spoon theory. It's brilliant. It's basically was invented by a patient, and it claims that you have a certain amount of spoon every day, and every spoon represents a unit of energy. And we have to calculate how many spoons. So it's like a currency. So a shower can cost for somebody 1 spoon, but for somebody 3 spoons. Usually there are 10 or 12 spoons every day. It really depends on how you look at it. But let's say I have 10 spoons. So when I was really sick, a shower would probably finish 7 or 8 of them, and that's it, the day is almost over. Today it's maybe 1 or 2 spoons, but it's still not easy. A day like today, it's a hard day. I just went out to pick something from the post and I feel completely drained. Of course, it's related to sleep and it's related to other things, but I'm completely drained. And it's really not easy to be somebody with chronic illness. When you have to calculate everything, if I want to see friends in the evening, I have to preserve myself all day long. So right, I had worse time in which I had to stay in bed all day long so friends can just come and visit me, and maybe I would step out of bed and sit with them if I don't faint so much. Today it's different, but still, I have to balance my act so well that I don't get an attack. And with POTS, an attack can be something to get you to the hospital, but an attack can be also that you feel so drained that everything is shivering and shaking, your pulse is racing, your heart is aching, everything is really bad, and you cannot do anything the same day. So I think that for many years I was trying to kind of avoid getting to this threshold. And by avoiding it, I actually made some mistakes, because then I would stop doing certain activities that I know today are important to me. Yes, today I made some sort of mistake by just getting out there and doing some stuff a normal human would do, but on the other hand, I have to stay active. So it's everything about, and it's all about, a balancing act. Being a chronic illness and balancing energy is an art form, and it's super individualistic. Some people can do their walk or some sort of activity they have to do, especially with POTS disease or POTS syndrome, especially with POTS syndrome, in the morning. For me, I can't. What I'm trying to do is some sort of yin yoga. It's the only yoga form I can do, because the changes of movement are just too much for people with dysautonomia like me. But what I'm trying to do is just to do light stretches and kind of adaptive yin yoga for around 10 minutes in the morning. Then in the relaxation time after the yoga, in these 5 minutes, I will try my best to meditate. And this is a challenge. And during these following videos, I'm going to talk about how hard it is to be mindful. Everybody's talking about mindfulness, but it's a hard thing. It is a routine. It is a skill you need to acquire, and something that you do just like flossing your teeth, which most people don't do, by the way, but everybody or most people brush their teeth at least 2 times a day. This has to be here. You have to do it mindfully, but also kind of automatically. I know some people will say, hey Roy, you have to be mindful about mindfulness. Yes, but if you don't put it in your routine, it's not going to happen. So if you want to balance the act of energy, for me at least, I really like to put my yoga and meditation in the morning. And before I go to sleep at night, I will somehow either put it on Spotify or YouTube or whatever is available. Try to do some breathing exercises and guided meditation or guided sleep meditation. Here is the place to all the wonderful ASMR artists. They're doing an amazing job. And I think that this is also a great tool. So I'm doing meditation a bit in the morning, or at least I'm trying. It's a struggle right now. Yoga. And in the evening, around 6 or 7, depending on the weather, depending on the light, because I like to watch the sunset if I can, I will go for a walk. And I will do 45 minutes of walk. You need to understand, if I'm just walking regularly in the street, my pulse will be already around 120. So my Apple Watch thinks it's an activity. It thinks I'm running or doing some exercise, which I am, because usually people with POTS are exerting 3 times more energy than other people. So basically when we stand, it's like running in our place. It's just like standing and running. So it's really depending on time and how much energy do I have and how do I feel during this remission time. But for me, if I'm doing a 45 minutes walk at least 5 times a week, and 1 time a week I'm doing EMS training, I'm using this suit that gives electrostimulation to your body, and it's like going to the gym 3 times a week in just 20 minutes. And the team in my branch in Vienna are so amazing that they adapt the exercise for me. The original EMS was invented to rehabilitate injured people. So it's actually, in my opinion, can be an amazing place to research and study. I think that POTS patients can be really benefit from it. So meditation, yoga, I don't eat breakfast usually. I'm doing intermittent fasting. And after I'm doing my intermittent fasting around 2, I'm eating something. In Israel, at least where I come from, we used to eat more heavy at lunchtime. But when I say heavy, it's not like crazy heavy, but we eat a lot of vegetables. We will eat a lot of legumes like hummus, falafel, or stuff like this. Some people, if they eat meat, will have their meat or large protein portion during the day. I'm trying to not overeat during lunch, because then I'm suffering from a food coma and I need to keep on working. I have lessons, I'm doing my master's degree, I'm managing a charity, I'm managing a startup, I have my own brand, I'm advising hospitals, and I have a lot of stuff that I need to do. So I have to take this break, and usually I'm taking between 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and this is my me time during lunch. I usually try to not answer email, pick up calls and so on, just eat mindfully. Sometimes I will watch a YouTube or something that relaxes me, nothing that will incite me, and I'm avoiding by any means to scroll through social media, and you should too probably. Also, just follow people that really ignite something in you and inspire you, but this is for another video. Then I go back to work, and I'm trying to not eat too much also during, due to my amazing gift with food intolerances that I've been suffering this past year. I cannot really snack so much. The only thing I can really snack on is popcorn, which has really little calories anyway. And I will do it sometimes during evening or kind of late afternoon time. But usually I just will have a very healthy dinner, some healthy salad or some bowl like a Buddha bowl or poke bowl in the evening, not too late, around 7 if I can, if I did my walk earlier, maximum at 8. I know it's not that healthy probably. When I used to live in China, we used to eat like at 7 in the morning, 12 in noon time, and then 6, and it was perfect for me, and I'm really struggling. But I will try not to eat afterwards. I will try not to eat after 9 anything in general, but it's a struggle. Everybody who gives you this advice to say, yeah, I'm doing this and everything is perfect, I'm not sure it's so real. It's a struggle. Even somebody who is super successful sometimes struggle with mindfulness, with healthy eating, with exercising. It's a tough routine to get into, and that's what I'm trying to say here. We have very low energy as chronic illness patients, and we need to utilize it very well, but we have to support ourselves. And the next topic is maybe one of the most important, if not the most important, which is sleep hygiene. I've been struggling with my sleep for decades now, and I know it's one of the key elements of my energy maintenance and my healing. What I'm trying to do is to get to bed by 11 and kind of avoid screen, just read maybe via Kindle or read a physical book. I must tell you, it's not always working because of schedule, but this is a goal for this year to actually do it. I will try to get my 8 hours sleep. Sometimes when I'm out of remission and I'm out of balance, I need even 9 hours of sleep, because sometimes you just wake up with chronic illness and you're just still fatigued and malaise, and it's super hard. But sleep is crucial for your maintenance. What I really urge you to do is to keep a sleeping schedule which will not make you lose your cycle. I have so many peers and friends with chronic illness that are just losing completely the time. They wake up afternoon, they go to sleep in the middle of the night. I'm a night owl. I'm most concentrated during night. For me, writing a book, it's the best time for me. But if I start doing it, then everything will drag. So I'm trying to be at bed for at most at midnight, and then wake up around 8:30. I know for some people it's late. For me, it's early. And then start my day. Even on a day like today, when I have some sort of free schedule during the morning, I will wake up, try to do my yoga, try to do mindful thing. If the weather is nice, even have a little walk before, run some errands, keep my energy up, record my videos, record my podcast if I can, attend my lessons, and do other activities. Another thing I know that is helping me is to have dedicated times, like dedicated day for each project or dedicated hours for cool stuff like gaming or leisure. Some people tell me that they cannot find time to themselves during healing schedule, but it's all time for yourself. If you are in a relationship, try to schedule a date night, even if it's now with COVID indoors. Just dress up nicely if you can, cook something nice at home, watch a movie or something. If you're still quarantined and you want to meet people, for me, the best way to do it is not to just have it during the day sometime, but actually schedule a call. Ask people to schedule a video call with them. Now with COVID, video is much better. And it's really helping my energy levels to know that, hey, tonight I'm gonna talk with my college buddies at 8 o'clock in the evening. Then I can plan my entire day accordingly. And why am I doing this and not the other way around like other people do? Other people usually have, work or school, it's the first priority, and otherwise I will do the rest of the things less prioritized. I say, if you have such a low energy, plan for the thing you want to show up for and you want to enjoy the most, and the rest of the things, just divide your energy. We will talk in a lot of separate videos about managing chronic illness and fatigue in schools, but for now, my advice to you is to try to divide your energy into little portions. Calculate if you have 10 units of energy or 10 spoons, calculate how much energy does it cost you to do a certain act, to cook a little meal, or to go for a walk, or to run an errand, or to meet a friend, yes, or a family member, or to read, or to attend a lesson. And of course, showering, food, everything costs energy. When you have a list like this and you calculate it and you know how much you exert, it's much easier to manage it. Don't forget to sleep the best that you can with proper sleep hygiene, mindful hygiene, and nourish your body and mind. If you can choose between a book and social media, always choose a book. I know it's hard, but let's do this challenge together. See you on the next time.